Welcome to Simply Scratch Kitchen. My name is Hannah if you're new here, and I am in my car today because we are going to Walmart. I wanted to show you some really simple, affordable items that you can get just at any grocery store to stock your pantry shelf to start your scratch kitchen. So if you're wanting to cook from scratch, there are a few simple items that you can purchase and just gradually add onto your grocery purchases to stock your pantry so that it becomes easier and easier to cook from scratch. So I thought I'd just go to a grocery store that I think everyone has, and you can find these items most grocery stores as well. I just thought I'd show you Walmart. And so we're going to go over there and go in, and I'm going to just give you kind of a tour of what they have and what you can purchase really inexpensive to get going with scratch cooking. So this is going to be an entire series on teaching you how to start your scratch kitchen without pre-ordering expensive grains and buying a grain mill and an expensive Dutch oven. Just really practical, small steps that anyone can do to start cooking more from scratch. So let's head into Walmart and get into it. So to start with, you want to build a stash of some spices, and so they have lots of really inexpensive ones as well as organic ones. And here is just a good sampling of what I would love to have in my kitchen: cinnamon, Italian seasoning, chili powder, garlic powder, and minced onion. While not absolutely necessary right out of the gate, I find vinegar or some kind of acid to be really helpful in my kitchen. So there's a couple of different apple cider vinegars as well as regular white vinegar, and you could also do lemon juice as well. Next, you need an oil, and coconut oil can be great. It does have some flavor to it though, so it's usually better for something with a more overriding flavor like cocoa powder. But Walmart also had an incredible selection of grass-fed ghee. This is just refined butter that's shelf-stable, so that's a great option. And they also had some grass-fed tallow over here as well, and I have tried this and it is really good also. These animal fats are going to be your best bet for cooking at high heat, but another option would be avocado oil as well. I really like the Chosen brand, but they do have some great value brands as well. When you're looking at olive oil, this is of course a long-standing traditional oil, but you want to use those at lower temperatures. And also, if you can get the cold pressed extra virgin olive oil, that's going to be the most nutritious and least refined olive oil that you can get. And they also had lots of organic options as well if you can swing that in your budget, but these are going to be good for lower temps. This isn't a pantry item, but this is just your reminder that anything that calls for oil, you can substitute for butter. Probably the most fundamental ingredient you need is salt, and you probably have iodized salt already in your kitchen, but if you can try and get some sea salt, this one is my favorite, and it's actually a really good price. You can also do pink Himalayan salt if you'd like to. They have a couple options here. They didn't have a huge selection of salt. They did have these, which I felt were a little pricey, so I probably would just go with this sea salt right here. One of the first things you think of needing in a scratch kitchen is flour, and Great Value does have an all-purpose flour for inexpensive, but they also have an organic Great Value all-purpose flour that's unenriched and unbleached. And so I really like this. This is just $5.47, so that is a great deal. But they also have some more popular brands like this Arrowhead Mills and Bob's Red Mill that are also organic, but you can see the price is a little bit higher on these. And so I tend to just go for the Great Value flour, and it's a great deal.
Next thing you're going to need is some kind of rising agents. So this is going to be things like yeast, baking soda, and baking powder. And you usually do need all of these. If you eventually get into a sourdough starter, you can use that to replace your yeast. But I still like to have some on hand just for some quick rise baking.
There's not a huge selection of these items, but you don't have to be too picky. I usually go for the canister of active dry yeast because it's the best deal. The baking soda is fine, and I do prefer to buy baking powder that doesn't have aluminum in it, but this is all that they sell at Walmart. You might check a place like Amazon or Thrive Market for some different varieties on these items.
Obviously, when you're baking, you're also going to probably need some sugar at some point. And so I want to show you what they have at Walmart because they had a really amazing selection. You can obviously just go and get the cheapest white sugar, but they had a really big selection of sugars here, including like pure cane organic sugar, as well as organic powdered sugar and brown sugar, all of which you're probably going to use in your scratch kitchen. But if I had to start with one, I would probably just get your regular cane sugar. But something else that I do love is date sugar and coconut sugar. If you're looking for something that has a little bit higher nutrient content and lower glycemic impact, they had both of these options at Walmart as well. So I guess they're becoming a little bit more mainstream. And both of those have very similar flavors to brown sugar. So if you're interested in trying that, you can also grab that at Walmart as well.
They did have some good organic stevia options, but these pouches are probably not your best value for bulk baking. But this date sweetener and coconut palm sugar, as well as the great value coconut sugar and this one here, these were all quite good deals. And then they did have just organic powdered sugar, brown sugar, and then even this very large bag of great value organic cane sugar. So these are really good for just basic baking. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found some good ideas here and things that are just very accessible for you to start cooking from scratch. It does not have to be complicated. It doesn't need to be expensive. Remember, our grandmothers have been doing this for decades. So you don't have to buy the best ingredients every time. But now places at Walmart are starting to get really good items that you can fill your pantry with and feel good about. Because remember, homemade is still better than anything else you are going to get. So if you like these kind of videos, be sure to subscribe and follow along because I'm going to do an entire series on starting your scratch kitchen. I'm going to be sharing some basic utensils and tools that are really helpful to me in my kitchen. Nothing expensive, nothing fancy, just very accessible items. And I'm going to also be sharing with you what I like to keep stocked in my fridge and my freezer to make scratch cooking really easy. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.